Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Breakthrough Incorporated and Homes for You. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Welcome to the Pulse of Spokane for February 6th. It seems like just like 7 days ago, it was January. Oh, it was. We're going to have a good program, a full program today. Kate Hudson from Visit Spokane is here, as she always does on the first Wednesday, although once in a while you cheat at the end of the month because it goes into several days in the month. Yeah, okay, we'll talk about that. Tony Baird from the Woodshop Northwest is here to talk about what he does, what their business does, and some of their clients. Jill Strom and Kasey Cloaninger, I probably messed up Kasey's name again, from Campfire is going to be here. It's candy time, and I hope they brought some samples. If not, they're going to have a very short session. Then there's Jason Weikleenget. Okay, I messed up your name, Jason. You knew I would. Everyone's laughing in my ear. From Pirate Traders. He's got a most interesting shop out in the valley. We'll talk about that. Next on the Pulse of Spokane.
Good afternoon, Spokane. Today we have a high of 26 degrees with some clouds over us. Snow will be coming down over the weekend and at the start of next week. During nighttime, we are going to see the temperatures drop down quite a bit into single digits with snow coming down as next week starts up. It's going to be partially cloudy today over in Coeur d'Alene with a high of 25 and a low of 6, and some clouds in the valley with a high of 27 and a low of 9.
The following is sponsored by our friends and community supporters at McNeese Wheeler Attorneys. McNeese Wheeler is a boutique law firm in Spokane, handling matters in both Washington and Idaho. Areas of law include business law, wills, trusts and estates, family law, personal injury and wrongful death, and real estate matters. For your full-service legal needs, contact McNeese Wheeler Attorneys.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate will be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in 2nd grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Kate Hudson, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Trying to stay warm.
Yes, aren't we all? Aren't we all? I saw a posting, was it on Twitter this morning?
Yes.
Okay, that you were out running and you said something about being rather cold.
Yes.
How cold was it? Do you remember?
Well, it was, my phone said it was 15 degrees at
Okay.
6 o'clock this morning when I was out running. And I feel like I've officially lost my mind at this point. But I was out running.
Yeah, and I think I said something about that. That's already happened.
Yes.
On the tweet.
It was a very witty reply.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Well, you're with Visit Spokane, and as I mentioned earlier, and what we always do at the beginning of the month is let's talk about what's going on in Spokane, because we continue to have great things to attend and participate in, from food to activities for our families, for our husband, wives, and so forth. So what's up first?
I don't ever want to hear anyone say there's nothing to do in Spokane.
Yeah.
Because I was looking yesterday at all the events on our calendar for just the month of February. There were 458 listings.
Yeah, and you only put a few on the notes you send us, right?
Yes, just a few, including Sean Wayans at the Spokane Comedy Club.
Okay.
And I would love to know what Christmas dinner is like in the Wayan family house, because they're all comedians, they're all in show business, and I have a feeling it's hilarious. But he will be here this weekend, February 8th and 9th, doing a show, and he's funny. He was on In Living Color. He was on the movie White Chicks,
Yes.
and all sorts of funny movies.
You know, one of the things I learned, because we had somebody in here, Kopczynski. I think it was Phil Kopczynski, who's a comedian who's done the comedy club. And one of the things he said is our Spokane Comedy Club is on the A list
It is.
around the country, which is really kind of neat.
And it shows because we
Look
get
at
all
who
these
we-
A-list actors.
Bob
and
Saget was in
comedians.
a few weeks ago
Yeah.
and so forth.
Whitney Cummings will be here mid-month. She's
Okay.
coming back. She was here last fall.
Now, you're
and
not
had-
joking, are you?
No.
Get it?
I'm dead
Funny
serious,
joke.
I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
Yes, but Whitney Cummings will be here, and she's doing a makeup show. She had to cut her show last fall short. But.
Okay, so what's the cost and how can people get tickets?
You can go online to SpokaneComedyClub.com, or
Okay.
you can go through visitspokane.com.
Okay.
And tickets are affordable. Depending on the comedian,
Yeah.
it's anywhere from $15 to $45 or $50. It
That's a
depends-
great
It depends
deal.
on what the talent
and
is.
you can get food and drink and everything
Right.
else there too. So
Side note, it's 21 and over only.
yes,
So
good. I'm
don't-
glad you said
Don't try
that.
to bring your teenagers to this one
Yeah.
because they won't be allowed in.
Well, I hate to have them stand outside for
Right.
a couple hours
It's
in this
probably-
cold.
It's probably not appropriate for
They
kids
could go
anyway.
jogging though. An evening with cowboy junkies.
Yes.
What is that about?
Really? You don't remember the Cowboy Junkies?
No.
They were a band. They're a band, and they
Okay.
were formed in 1988.
Oh, okay.
Have some great hits, and I think you need to go see them now.
I guess so.
They'll be here February 10th at the Bing Theater.
Okay.
That is this Sunday, and they are wonderful, and they are a mixture of rock and folk and blues, and I think you would enjoy it. And the Bing Theater is wonderful.
It is.
For acoustics.
You know, we really have some great facilities. You think about the First Interstate downtown Opera House
Yep.
now, and then you think about the Fox Theater and the Bing Theater, and then great venues like the Comedy Club and
Right.
what they bring to town.
The Bartlett.
We've grown up a bit,
We
haven't
have.
we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Bartlett brings in some great acts as well.
Something's going on at the Spokane Arena on
Yes.
February 10th.
This is for any parent who has a child probably under the age of 8.
Okay, that you qualify with two
I
kids.
qualify.
Yeah.
It's PJ Masks Live.
Okay, now what is that?
It's a
I'm
Disney
sorry.
Junior show.
Okay, okay.
Based off some children's books, but it's a great show,
Okay.
and it's coming to life on stage at the Spokane Arena this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So if you have young children, they'll be very excited about
Are there
this.
still tickets available?
Yes.
And they can get them through the normal
Yep.
box office
Yep.
and everything?
Yep. Go to SpokaneArena.com.
And you mentioned this just before, and that is, if you have any questions about this and don't remember which venue, you can always go to Visit Spokane.
Yeah, visit Spokane.com.
And everything is there and
Yes.
connected, right?
Yeah, if you just click on the events calendar,
Yeah.
you'll find anything. And then we always have a link to the website for the event.
Snowshoe and wine tasting.
Yes, I threw this in because it's intriguing.
Yes.
Spokane County Parks and Rec has really brought it this winter with their winter activities. It's a Parks Department activity, February 10th, Mount Spokane, snowshoeing, guided tour. They provide the transportation, all the gear, a guide.
Really?
And then you stop at Townsend Winery and get to taste wine before you go home.
So no whining, but
Yeah.
they can have wine.
No kids allowed on this one.
Oh, okay.
And if you can't make it to this event,
Yes.
they're doing another one in March.
All
and
right.
they've got all sorts of fun activities. This is just one of them. They have cross-country skiing tours, all sorts of stuff.
Wow. The Classics 6, Passions Pursuit.
Yes.
What is that?
Spokane Symphony.
Oh, okay.
Love
Okay.
is in the air, Kent.
Oh, okay. Yes. It's right after Valentine's Day,
Right.
isn't it?
Since Valentine's Day, I think, is on a Thursday,
Yeah.
this is the perfect weekend to,
Yeah.
go and take your loved one out.
And guys, you better get your act together,
I
right?
know. Well, this
yeah,
is a
or you're in trouble.
perfect event at
Yeah.
Martin Wilson Theater at the Fox, home of the Symphony. And the Symphony, as you know, is looking for a new conductor.
Yes.
Eckhart Proy is leaving us to go to Portland, which is
Okay.
sad, but they have been bringing in guest conductors who are technically
is that what's gonna
interviewing
happen
for
here?
the job. Yes. So
Ooh.
they have one of their candidates in for this concert.
fun.
And he is in Spokane, and he's going to be touring around and interviewing. And
That's really a smart idea.
it is,
Yeah.
yes. They've got a whole bevy of people coming in to interview for the job. So this is their way way to show off their talents.
All right. Then there's Nat Geo.
Yes.
Live. Pink
Yes.
boots and machete?
And a machete.
Okay.
Yes. So this
Okay.
is West Coast Entertainment. It's part of, they pepper these in during the Broadway season.
Right.
And it's Maria Mayor. I think I'm saying that right. She's a former NFL cheerleader.
Well, there's no one here to challenge it, so
Right.
okay.
Well, you butchered a bunch of names.
Yeah, I
so
know. I know.
we'll just keep the
You've
trend
learned
going.
it well, okay?
We'll just keep butchering.
Thanks for pointing that out too, Kate.
I love you.
Who's replacing you next month? I'm kidding, of course.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt me later after the cameras are off. Anyway, she is a former NFL cheerleader, but she has become a respected primatologist and actually discovered a rare species of lemur.
Wow.
And now she goes around and does these wonderful talks for Nat Geo. She's a correspondent for National Geographic, and she's a smart lady.
Fun. And we get her here in Spokane.
Yes, February 20th, she will be doing a show at First Interstate Center for the Arts.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, it should be a great show. It looks really interesting. She's very smart and.
Okay, we finally get to a name that goes back far enough that I know who he is.
Should we butcher his
A
name
Rhodes
too?
Scholar too.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not realize this about Chris Christopherson.
Right.
I just assumed he was just a musician, but he is a very
Pretty
smart
smart
man.
musician, yes.
He's a Rhodes Scholar, graduated from Oxford.
Yes.
And he was an English major, and he put his word skills to good use as
Yes.
a songwriter and a musician.
Some great music over the years.
I know.
Really.
And, you know, A Star is Born is very hot right now with
Right.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, but he was in a version of The Star is Born with Barbra Streisand back in the 80s, which
Wow.
is my generation.
Oh, yeah.
But he is doing a
80s.
show February 21st at Martin Wilson Theater at the Fox. Should be good. Tom, my husband, really would like to go to this one,
Okay.
but I think he's going to be out of town.
Oh, something about the
I know.
Gonzaga University
Yes, they're a little bit-
basketball. Yeah. Okay. The Spokane Golf and Travel Show. I bet your husband would like to go to this too.
Yes,
Will he be in town?
probably not.
Yeah. It's that time of year for
It is.
for GU basketball, isn't
is.
it? Yeah.
He's busy. But the Spokane Golf and Travel Show is February 23rd and 24th at the Spokane Convention
Okay.
Center, and 100 exhibitors will be set up. You can try out golf clubs, you can talk to professionals, and if you're looking for something to do this summer, maybe you don't know how to golf, this is the person.
Lots of advice.
Perfect
Aren't there
place
some
for you.
discount things too that
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get? You know,
Oh, yeah.
you buy something, or if you've gone, you get free, or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. I mean, they always have such great deals.
Yeah,
So-
$13 at the door gets you in, and you can learn everything you could possibly want to learn about what's new in the golf world.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, for all those old people who like to play golf. No, I'm kidding. Inlander Restaurant Week.
Yes.
Here we go again. It's food time.
Put your stretchy pants on.
Yeah,
Ken.
yeah.
It's time to eat your way through Spokane.
Yeah.
So it's 10 days extravaganza of a fixed price menu at
Yeah.
participating restaurants. It's either $21 or $31 depending on the restaurant.
Right.
For a 3-course meal, you get an appetizer, you get an entree, and you get a dessert. And it's February 21st through March 2nd, and there's over 100 restaurants participating.
And all kinds of information online, too.
Yes.
And
menus
you
are
really
out.
probably need to make reservations
You
on
do.
most of these, don't you?
You do, especially at restaurants like Beverly's and Fleur de Sel and Clinker Dagger.
Who are usually busy to
Wild
start with,
Sage.
but you
Yes.
add this to it.
Yes. So this was created. This is the brainchild of Visit Spokane and the Inlander. We teamed up. We wanted to help all of our restaurants who. This is typically their slow time of year
Yes,
after
January,
Valentine's
early
Day.
February, right, right.
Nobody's going out to eat at this time of year. It's really slow, so we wanted to help infuse
That's great.
their bottom lines and help everybody experience restaurants that you
and-
normally may not be able to afford.
And you and I have talked about this a dozen times about how many different restaurants we have today compared to when my wife and I moved to Spokane 42 years ago, and there was Perkins and Sherry's.
Right.
Okay, and now you can have virtually almost anything from around the world here, and choices of, I mean, I love ribs, and there's
Right.
a half dozen or a dozen places today that there weren't even 6 months ago.
Exactly.
I mean, it's great. So once again, how can people where can they go to get most of this information?
Visit Spokane.com.
Okay.
Just click on
Pretty
the events
simple.
tab. There, it's there's so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
And it makes me happy. And I love coming and sharing all these
Yeah.
main events with you. But there are little events and
Right.
cheap events, free events, expensive events, whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. And it's a great family place, too.
Oh,
a great
yeah.
place to take your spouse and all of that.
We're lucky.
Well, one of the things we've been doing for the last couple weeks is a kind of a contest.
Oh.
Our friends at River Ridge Hardware have a $50 gift certificate we've put out on Facebook, and people have signed up and all of that. And we're about to announce the winner right now.
You need a drum roll?
That's exactly what's going on right now.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have an eye of
No,
I am here.
yeah, you can't hear it. And the winner is Brian Smith.
Oh,
Just
congrats.
won $50, and congratulations, Brian, and your family to get to. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a great place, family-run business. Their people know stuff there, and when you have a question, it's a great place. Larry's been a sponsor with us for a year and a half. We love what they do, and they continue to help bring Spokane Talks to our viewers. So have a nice Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
And
You
I
too.
hope you get to go out with Tom.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He's out of town that week too. So
Oh Lord! All right, and then
All right.
and then you go from basketball to baseball.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
that's
the,
all right.
The life.
I'll
of,
see him in June sometime.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Tony from the Woodshop Northwest right after this.
Welcome to Tom Sawyer Country Coffee.
Tom Sawyer Country Coffee only roasts the finest organic coffee for our signature blends. Enjoy a cup at our coffee shop and local businesses and organizations across the region.
I'm Tom Sawyer, and we choose the Pacific Northwest.
What? You haven't been to the library lately? Stop in today and see that the library is more than books. Spokane County Library District facilities feature on-site technology, including Wi-Fi, computers, and printers, as well as free use of meeting rooms. The Library District offers events and programs for all ages, from story times to career development and employer classes to Social Security workshops. Our staff is well trained and happy to help. Find out more about your library at scld.org.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane, Kent Adams, and I've got my friend Tony Baird here from. How are you doing?
I'm excellent, thank you, Kent.
Yeah, you have the Woodshop Northwest.
Yes.
Yes.
We
Now-
call it the Woodshop, but that's all right.
Okay, tell us what that is.
Yeah, the Woodshop is a marketing and design agency.
I'm going to ask you to come just a little closer to the mic so we can hear you.
First day. Marketing and design agency.
Okay.
Here in Spokane.
Right.
So, yeah, we work with clients locally and nationally, building websites, SEO work, design, branding, traditional marketing. We cover...
How long have you been doing this?
It's been 3.5 years now.
Okay.
I've been in marketing for 12, 15 years now.
So you started when you were 5 or 6?
Right, yeah. Right out of college, internship in the radio business, and that moved into a job there.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been doing that my whole career.
Wow.
And then 3.5 years here at the Woodshop doing this.
Now, what's interesting is you have some really great clients, and I'm thinking of one that you really clean up on, right?
Yeah, Zero Res, right?
Zero Res.
Yeah, they're a big deal here.
Our friend Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy. So
Yeah.
he's a partner as
Yes.
well at the Woodshop.
Okay, okay.
So I worked for Jeremy for a number of years.
Okay.
Doing the marketing internally at Zero Res.
Okay,
And,
okay.
while we were doing that, we had folks who wanted to talk about what Zero Res was doing. They wanted to meet with us and say, you know,
How do you do it?
How are you making
Yeah,
exactly?
yeah.
So we met with all these folks, and after a while, you know, we would talk with them and kind of send them packing and say good luck.
Yeah.
Right? And so we said, well, if we start a company, then we can dedicate resources to
Right.
helping these guys from start to finish.
Right.
So that's why we started the company.
And who are some of your other clients?
Locally, Delish Hamburgers.
Yes.
A tasty one. One Tree Hard Cider.
And Delish is coming in a few weeks.
Excellent.
I wonder if they're going to bring samples.
Well, I'll put in a good word.
Okay.
That's good stuff. Yeah, Mike's story at Delish is fantastic. We've worked with him since about our inception.
Okay.
And so super fun to work with the local
I'm looking
company.
forward to hearing his story because you've mentioned that several times.
Yeah,
so that's going to be
great.
fun. Yeah.
So some of the other biggest one here is One Tree Hard Cider.
Okay.
Another local company out of the Valley in the hard cider business.
Okay.
And that's been fun. We do social media for them. We do packaging for them. We do some traditional advertising. Very fun client.
Right. When you decided to kind of step back from just doing zero res into doing what you're doing now, what was the biggest leap you took?
The biggest leap? Well, I mean, you're going out on your own, starting a business. So anyone, who's done that knows what that's like.
Welcome to our world,
exactly,
right?
Exactly, yeah. That was probably the biggest thing.
Okay.
We were confident. We knew what we knew.
Right.
In starting this, so there was plenty of confidence in what we had to offer. But yeah, it's just a new thing, and there's a shift in mindset going from being an employee to a business owner.
What do you spend most of your time on with your clients? What is your special? Because you mentioned several things, but
Sure.
But what do you spend most time on?
I would say it's probably on the strategy.
Okay.
The overall strategy of what we're doing. We've got 8 folks at the office at the Woodshop, and
That's a good sized firm.
It is. Thanks. It's been good. We've grown. There's a couple interns now too, but we really position ourselves as an outsourced portion of your business. It's your marketing department.
Right.
And in many cases, instead of hiring one person, you can hire us, and you've got 8.
Because you've got the various specialties
Exactly,
that a single proprietor can't afford to have someone take care of their social media and to do 4 or 5 other things, buy commercials on TV, radio stations, and so forth. But you bring all of that and can share that internally. Your folks. What kind of experience do they have? Where do they come from? Here locally, mainly?
The employees?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got one gentleman who does digital marketing, so pay-per-click ads. It's video, display, search. He's been in the industry for 10 plus years. Yeah. And then on the design side, we've got a gal who focuses on art creation for branding.
Okay.
For ads. She is the lead designer there, so she's taking care of everything there. There's another gal that does our web design.
Okay.
She actually came. She's been with us for about a year and a half, and she joined us from Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Which was super exciting, and she wanted to come to the Northwest. She had the skill set. She wanted to be here, and we needed the skills she had, so it worked out perfectly. And then Jeremy, his experience owning multiple businesses.
Yes.
It's really been an additional asset for us when we're talking to business owners about the bigger picture. It's not.
Well, and you can point to that as a good example too.
That's he's done fantastic.
That's got to help. Branding, I think, is quite interesting because I'm sure you have experienced as you've talked with clients and potential clients how often they don't really understand the importance of a good, solid branding program.
Yeah.
It's just, well, we can be this, and then next week we can be that, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, you've lost everything that you've tried to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Are you finding that with some folks?
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is when we talk about branding, we talk about the brand identity. And what that is, it's the whole picture. It's everything that a company is trying to communicate, both internally to their employees and their stakeholders, but also externally to their customers. And it's a fun process to go through that because we ask a lot of hard questions.
Yes.
And get them thinking about what they really want to portray.
Sometimes, as the owner, you're too close.
Sometimes, to
even ask yourself those questions.
Yeah.
And when you're asked the questions, you then have to think and respond and probably discover that you weren't on the right path at times.
Sometimes that's the case. Yep. Sometimes that's it.
How can people get in touch with you?
So it's the woodshopnw.com.
Okay.
You can find us online. Of course, you can search that. We're on Facebook as well, the Woodshop.
You better be on Facebook and all the social media, right?
That's right, yeah. Google search, you'll find us there.
Okay. Well, Tony, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ken.
Congratulations on all that you're doing and your achievements, because I think last time I saw you was a couple years ago, and you were just a couple of folks, right?
Yeah, probably 3 of us at the time.
3, yeah. And you're at 8 now?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I think that's terrific.
Thank
right
you.
here in Spokane, Washington.
Doing it.
Which is very important. We'll be back. We're going to talk with the Campfire folks right after this.
Custom lighting in the kitchen.
I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
To help you be safe, Washington state law requires you to call 811 2 full business days before you plan, for example, to dig, drill, plow, pull from, or pound anything into the ground. Be prepared to provide the operator with the correct address, cross street, and the description of your work. You must mark the dig area with white paint. The operator will inform you of the utilities notified of your impending excavation. Wait for all their marks. Be safe and dig with care.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Hello there, Internet. My name is Brandon Magruder, and I'm just coming out of the Spokane Talks building, and I'm excited to bring to you guys a new announcement that I am going to be the new host of the Youth Spotlight program. Now, our old host, Colin, he's off to Texas Christian University to pursue a degree in theater and broadcasting, and you know what? That's great for him, but that's what I like to call adulting. And you know, I don't think that we have time for adulting with the Youth Spotlight program. What the Youth Spotlight program is here to do is to bring to you guys news, the greatest news of some of the most amazing people here throughout Spokane that are, what? Just going in high school, maybe about to go into college, you know. These people are achieving life's dreams and they are so young. And I think that these are stories that you guys should know about. And I'm so excited to be bringing them to you. Now, I'm a Spokane native myself. I've been performing throughout Spokane in various different shows. I just closed the show of Music Man, and you know, I guess I like long walks on the beach, keeping my business attire, while also keeping my French fry socks on close at hand. You know, it's going to be a great year, and I'm so excited to be your guys' host. So tune into Youth Spotlight to watch me interview some of the most amazing people. Thank you and have a great day.
Welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane. I hope you're having a good day. I've got 2 folks from Campfire. Kasey, why do I know you?
Well, Ken, I might have been here a couple years ago.
As an intern.
As an intern, yeah.
Yeah, we've added cameras and stuff since you've been here, too.
I know, it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
We were downstairs when I was actually here last.
Yeah, we were, weren't we?
We were.
And Jill, you're with Campfire, too. Now, Jill, what do you do?
I do development and communications.
Oh,
so
fundraising and communications, yes. Been there, done that.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Always the fun part, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, something's coming up. Something's being launched. What is it right now?
So we have our candy sale going on right now.
All right.
Yep, we started January 26th.
Am I smiling enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he sees all this candy right here. He's very excited for it. But yeah, we're going all the way till February 24th. So if you guys see kids out selling, please stop by and talk to them, buy some candy.
Now, what does the sales? Obviously, there's a lesson in selling and so forth. The chance for the boys and girls to go out and talk with people and develop some skills there. Right, all of that. But there's some funds raised. What happens with the funds?
So the funds raised, a lot of them go to the programming for the clubs throughout the year. So all the stuff the kids get to come do, a lot of that is paid through the candy sale. And it actually helps send kids to camp as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's the really exciting part for them.
Now, camp. Where is camp?
So we have 2 camps. Jill knows a little bit more about camps.
Okay.
We have actually we have 2 camps, and we have Camp Swayalakan on Lake Coeur d'Alene. It's our 300-acre overnight camp on Micah Bay.
I've been there.
Yes.
It's a very nice setting.
You had to go by boat.
Yes.
I'm sure, yes.
Yep.
And
no, they made me swim.
Yeah, canoe.
Yeah.
They do canoe out there too. And then we also have Camp Dartlow, which is our 51 to 52 acre camp on. It's up in North Spokane. It's a day camp.
I was going to say it's up toward the country club and all of that. North
It's
Spokane.
right across the highway from Wandamere Golf Course.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah, okay.
yes.
Yeah, and I've been there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. But let's talk for a second about the programs. Camping is obviously important because you've got the 2 camps in the summer and so forth. But what else happens during the school year? What programs do you have?
So that's basically our club program.
Okay.
We have about 12 different clubs throughout the Spokane area.
Okay.
And they meet either once a week, twice a month, whatever the leaders feel like. And they come together, do activities, learn how to work in a code environment, and they gain a lot of confidence too throughout this program.
Yeah. You're learning a lot, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot, yeah. And we talked before because you spent 4 years at EWU, and now you're doing your master's.
I am.
And the last time I saw you, which was, a month ago or so, so the master's really making you work now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It was a little bit of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm managing, so.
Well, good. Are you enjoying it?
I am, yes. Yeah. It's getting better.
And what do you enjoy most about Campfire?
The staff, definitely.
Really?
I go to work every day, and they're all just so loving, and everyone just kind of helps each other.
Good.
And all the leaders and kids. I love kids. So.
Well, yeah, I'm a former YMCA director 40-some years ago, and there's a lot to be said for when you walk away from the day and the week and so forth that you know you've made an impact with your leaders and staff and so forth with young folks. And Campfire is for both boys and girls, right?
It is, yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's been that way for a long time.
Yes, it's in 1975.
Okay.
We went nationally to co-ed, and then here in the early 80s in Spokane, we started actively recruiting boys into our camps and clubs in 1983.
Okay.
So we've been co-ed for quite some time. Both of our camps are co-ed.
Okay.
And it works out really, really well for our families. They like to send their kids to all one place, and if you've got boys and girls, it works out really, really well.
Yeah, you've got too many kids going to too many different things, and you kind of just, can we get it done? Okay, so you've got some stuff to give away. Is that what you have? How do you want to do that? Maybe first person to call?
We will give away, of course, our candies are the creamy smooth mint patties.
Okay.
And those are actually specially formulated just for Campfire by Brown and Haley.
Okay.
So you can't get those anywhere else.
Oh, and they're a good name.
Yes, they are. And they're excellent cold, and they're excellent in a s'more.
Ooh, okay.
You can make a s'more out of them.
Let's have s'more of that.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Mint s'more. And then also we have the almond caramel clusters, which are like turtles.
Ooh, yes.
Those are tasty. And then, of course, the classic almond roca.
Okay.
And then we also have the camp snacks, which is a more healthy alternative.
That's actually the kind of thing I sometimes have for lunch when I'm here, like today, when I don't have lunch or a chance to go out and eat lunch before my next meeting.
It's got a lot of protein. It's a good thing to take on a hike or anything like that, camping. And then peanuttles, which are my personal favorite.
They're very good.
The butter toffee covered peanuts.
Yes. Well, let's do this. We'll put something up on our Facebook site, take some pictures and put up and see if we can't give away a couple of items.
Give away a couple of boxes of candy? Sure.
Yeah. What I don't eat. Which means there won't be much to give away.
Yeah, there might not be any.
Yeah. Kasey, you know me too well.
I know.
Well, how can people get more information about Campfire here locally?
Campfire, you can go to our website at campfireinc.org.
Okay.
And all of the information about our camps. Camp registration is open right now. And,
Already?
One advantage to registering now is that you can, once you pay your $75 deposit, you can go in and make payments.
Oh,
so it gives
okay.
you a lot of time
Yes.
to make payments as a parent. That works out really,
Otherwise,
really well.
it all comes at one time, doesn't it? Especially if you have a couple of kids.
Yes.
Yeah, it can add up real
yes,
fast.
Yes, it can. So our camps are very reasonable. It's $225 for the day camp for a week at day camp.
Okay.
And there's a beautiful pool complex out at Camp Dartlow, so
Yes.
the kids get to wander and hike and do archery and swim in the pool. And then Camp Swaylocken, a week of overnight camp. We also have day camps at Camp Swaylocken as well.
Okay.
But it's mostly overnight, and the overnight camps are $475 for a whole week. So it's very rustic.
Yes,
Kids
yes,
get
it
to go
is.
get dirty and play in the dirt, and
But there's a big lake
play on the
there.
ropes course
Yes.
and play in the lake and canoe and
fun.
archery and all those great things.
Yeah, I remember that you have a bunch of canoes there. I remember seeing
We
those.
do.
Yeah.
We have one of the
always
largest
being
fleets.
restored and updated
Yes,
too, right?
yes. We have a fabulous group of mostly women
Yeah.
in their 60s and 70s that go out and restore our
That's
wooden
young.
canvas canoes. And we have one of the largest fleets of historic canoes in the United States.
Well, Jill and Kasey, thanks for coming in today. We wish you the best. Again, you can get information at the website
campfireinc.org.
All right. We're going to talk about the pirate traders right after this. We'll be right back.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Hello there, Internet. My name is Braden Magruder, and I'm just coming out of the Spokane Talks building, and I'm excited to bring to you guys a new announcement that I am going to be the new host of the Youth Spotlight program. Now, our old host, Colin, he's off to Texas Christian University to pursue a degree in theater and broadcasting, and you know what? That's great for him, but that's what I like to call adulting. And you know, I don't think that we have time for adulting with the Youth Spotlight program. What the Youth Spotlight program is here to do is to bring to you guys news, the greatest news of some of the most amazing people here throughout Spokane that are, just going in high school, maybe about to go into college, you know. These people are achieving life streams and they are so young. And I think that these are stories that you guys should know about. And I'm so excited to be bringing them to you. Now, I'm a Spokane native myself. I've been performing throughout Spokane in various different shows. I just closed the show of Music Man, and you know, I guess I like long walks on the beach, keeping my business attire, while also keeping my French fry socks on close at hand. You know, it's going to be a great year, and I'm so excited to be your guys' host. So tune into Youth Spotlight to watch me interview some of the most amazing people. Thank you and have a great day.
Well, welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane. It's the 6th of February, and Jason, say your last name.
Weikleenget.
Easy for you to say. As I said earlier, why couldn't you have a Smith or an Adams or something simple? You know, the Jason part I can get, right? Yeah. Dylan, one of our salespeople and marketers here, and I went out to visit you, about 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right.
You've got a most fascinating shop with some of the, I felt right at home. You're
kind of a man cave on steroids.
Yeah, well, because it not because of the guitars and stuff, because I can't play or read music at all. But you had the old hi-fi systems, AM, FM, and the turntables, and
the old Marantz and Pioneers, and
all of that back from my day.
Late 70s or late 60s to 1980s, my cutoff. That's my specialty.
Yeah, yeah. Why did you go into doing that, of all things?
Well, it was kind of strange. I just kind of always collected them and thought they were neat. Because I think mostly because when I was a kid, my dad was like, "Oh, we're going to such and such house. They have a brand new Sansui. Keep your hands off it. Don't touch that thing," because it was a lot of money back then.
Yes.
So I just, whatever. And then when I opened my store, I thought I'd just have a little tiny area that have a couple of little stereos, maybe a record player. Well, within about 90 days of me opening, it took over half the store.
Really? Really?
I mean, the vintage audio all together, the speakers, the receivers, the turntables, the whole
thing. In fact, we're showing some pictures of some of the things, and I love the old speakers.
Those old Sansuis, amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing like the old systems. We get into the digital today, and they kind of cheat the system a little bit,
well, they
don't
just can't make it like they used to. Like those in particular have Alnico magnets on the speakers, which we can't even really get those in Alnico anymore in the United States.
Who comes into your shop other than old people like me?
Well, you would think my target demographic back in the day when I started my shop was going to be guys 30 to 60 years old who own their own property, or kind of professional or whatever, and have a man cave of some kind.
Yes.
Well, I've been really surprised. I get every age group you can imagine.
Really?
From teenagers all the way up to guys in their 80s.
Really? Really? Yeah. And what are they primarily looking for?
Well, the older guys are typically selling me stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like my brother had this and it's kicking around.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, they're looking for an old stereo with a photo preamp, just because of the way it sounds and the way they look.
Yeah, and the old speakers that really had the
the old stereos have no plastic. The new ones, you have it's all plastic. And like I said before, back then they made everything to go to the moon. Nowadays they make everything go in the trash can.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And I think I might have told you the story when I was out there, but I remember growing up, and I think it was my first year or two of high school, and we got the new hi-fi. And I think that's what we called it back in those days, right? And it had FM in it. So we've gone from AM to FM, which was primarily classical music and jazz back in those days, okay? Now all the popular stations, of course, are on FM. But I remember hooking it up and tying in the speaker wires and everything else. And my dad looking over my shoulder saying, "Now, do we put all the bass on the left and the treble on the right?" That's how new everything was. Yes, exactly. And you could barely understand on the AM station when you're driving around town and so forth. Although we had the speakers in the back of the cars and so forth. How things have really changed. But I'm sad to see some of the new stuff out today. That's kind of off the shelf. That's kind of the digital poor man's version of the old good stuff today, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it has its place. The new technology is a lot more portable and everything. And there's a quote I saw on the internet. We've already discovered the best way to reproduce audio. It's just not affordable and portable. I mean, that's the two main points.
I love that.
Whereas these little Bluetooth things that people can pack around with them, they're great.
Yes.
For what they do.
Now, you also sent us a video, which we're going to show here in a second, that set it up for us.
Well, it was kind of a family joke that when my grandparents moved to Idaho from Minnesota, it looked like the Clampetts.
Okay.
And so, it was referred to that. So one day I was kind of goofing around on the guitar, and I told my wife, "Let's just shoot this, and we're going to go for it, and then we're going to send it out to the family as a joke." And we did. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
All right. So, Vinny, will you play it for us?
Grandma let us play banjo on the front porch.
You look like you're having fun. Well, welcome back. That was fun.
That was something, yes.
Yeah, it was something. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Jason, where are you located?
I'm I'm actually on East First Avenue, 12725.
Okay.
My actual physical address is First Avenue in Houck, which is right by Ron's Drive-In on the back corner of Pines and Sprague in the Spokane Valley.
But you can come off, is it Pines there?
You can come off of Pines and turn on First Avenue.
And go east.
Or Sprague to Houck, which is Houck is right by Ron's Drive-In.
Right. So what are your hours and how can people get in touch with you?
We are open 11 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday. You can get a hold of me off of my Facebook page or just go ahead and email me directly at piratetraders@icloud.com.
All right, great. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you on the
And of
phone
course,
and coming out and seeing.
Google Plus page is fantastic too. If you just Google records or guitars in the Spokane Valley, I'll come up.
All right. Well, you own it then, right?
I kind of do.
Good. That's great. Well, thank you. It was fun to come out and visit and all that you do. I think it's great. Well, hey, thanks for watching the Pulse of Spokane today. We'll see you here next week on the Pulse of Spokane. Have a great week, everybody.
The Pulse of Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by Spokane Talks Media, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Breakthrough Incorporated and Homes for You. Ask a question, recommend a guest, and hear this program again online anytime at SpokaneTalksMedia.com. We wish you a great day.